I don't spiral anymore. I don't overspend anymore. And that's not just because of the system that she gave me, but because she also helped me shift my mindset. And that helped me fix my life and achieve my goals. The mindset shift that the coaching program gave me, it really helped me take those leaps and decide on getting that spot for my new store. Budgeting or having a financial system is not supposed to be boring or stressful, especially if you have the right mindset to use it and to do it consistently. And that's what coach really helped me do.
Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I'm so excited to bring in another amazing client of mine to inspire you guys. And today we're gonna talk about like how I've really helped her overcome being money anxious to now being financially at peace to expand her own business, her online business into a physical store, which she's gonna really dive into. And also, you're going to be inspired by the powerful mindset shifts and money management system that she got from the coaching program that made her feel more comfortable, confident, and relaxed with making huge business decisions. So, without further ado, let me introduce Jamie into the channel. Say hi.
Hi guys, my name is Jmie Casas. And it's true everything that Coach Nick is saying. Like I went through all of that. So I own a cookie business called The Kind Cookie, and it was established in May 2020. So it's been an online business for 3 years already. I've always wanted to expand. At first, I just wanted it to be like a kitchen or a commissary, but because of the mindset shift and because of the opportunities that came my way and I was ready to take them, it became a full on store, which I'm very happy about. And I'm so excited to share with you guys at the end of this video.
Yeah, so let's cheers to that. We have our drinks here as usual. What's your drink? Mine is iced coffee.
Mine is a matcha latte.
Love it, love it. All right. So today we're really going to dive into like the journey of you getting here to launching your physical store, the financial journey, the mindset shift. So walk us through that. Like how was it handling your finances before you came to me for coaching and how has it been different now?
Okay, so I reached out to Coach Nick last year because I was really just struggling with my finances in general. Like, not just business or personal, it was both. Because I didn't really have a proper money management system and budgeting plan, there were times when I would even reach into my savings account just to fund my expenses. So, like, now, because of that whole coaching plan and because of the shift in mindset and all of the goals that we were able to lay out, now I'm more relaxed and really less anxious talaga about my finances. Because the money management system that we were able to create for me, it's super simple. It really just takes me like 5 to 10 minutes in every month. Like I just do it and then I forget about it because it's just there. It's already like programmed. So now I consistently save a certain amount each month and I don't even touch it anymore. It's just like it's there. I am at peace with it. And because of all of that, like I get to focus on my goals, I get to focus on my business, and I get to focus on like making more. Like my mind is like bigger now. Like I get to have more ideas because I'm not worried about finances. Like just that.
Yeah, and I think that is such an underrated thing that people don't realize. Like when they're so caught up in like thinking about are they spending right? Are they saving enough? Am I managing my finances right? That is so consuming our brains na it should be making room for something that is more exciting, more productive, something that we're more passionate about. And I think you're an example of that na because you were able to be at peace with how you handle your finances, you were able to achieve this major goal that has always been at the back of your head and you were now able to prioritize because you're like, okay, I know I'm handling my finances right. I know I'm doing it right. So now I know I'm going to be comfortable in funding the next big step in my business. So let's talk about that. Like one of the biggest things that you've accomplished during our coaching is being able to invest in a space for you to expand your online business. And you shared that it wouldn't have been possible if you were in that money anxious state that you were in. So how do you think your mindset really impacted your business decisions then when you were money anxious versus now that having gone through the mindset work that we did during our coaching?
So even prior to me reaching out to Coach Nick and like going through that whole shift in mindset thing, I've been looking for a commissary or a kitchen for like a year now. So like obviously like actively looking at like online sites or like asking people, going to the sites and everything, but like nothing really came to me that was perfect for me, or at least it felt like it was perfect for me. Like there was always something missing. Either the space was too big, the space was not making me happy, or it was too mahal. I think the rate was also one of the biggest things that didn't allow me to have that space earlier. And I think that's also because of my mindset towards money. Like because I was so anxious about whether I could pay the bills or like pay the rent, or yeah, because I didn't have a system that could help me with all of that. Then I just said no to opportunities that may have brought me to a better place, but I'm still happy because things came out the way it should have been. I kind of manifested it. And like manifestation is like it can be such a big topic. It can be like such a up in the air thing. Actually earlier lang I listened to this podcast called Do You Believe in Manifestation? And it kind of emphasized on how like a mindset really makes a difference in like setting goals, knowing what you have to do to reach them, and of course achieving them in the long run. And I think that's like super important for us in the new year, because like the mindset shift that the coaching program helped me like gave me, it really helped me take those leaps and decide on getting that spot for my new store. Because I really feel like one of the biggest things that the program taught me was that you can't just keep waiting for opportunities to come to you. Like there will always be opportunities. There will always be like signs and hints that like you can take this, you can do that. And you yourself, you can tell yourself like I have this new venture that I want to do and I know what to do to get there. But if you're not properly planning or you're not preparing yourself for it, then when that opportunity does come and it's literally right there in your face and you're not ready, like obviously you're not going to take it. So it's not about waiting for the opportunities, but it's more of actively preparing for them when they do come. And some things that we did in the program really helped me like laser focus on those goals. So like every day I was unconsciously doing things to reach my goals, and eventually like that shifted my mindset with everything. Not just money, but really just how I handled my business, my personal life. And eventually that just changed everything, because it wasn't really just like a one day thing where it like clicked. But it was just like looking back at it now, I was really in that bubble that kind of suffocated me into like I was just anxious about money. And even with my business and all of that, like I could have achieved so much more if I was not in that anxious bubble, which that's why I'm so happy that I'm not anymore, because like I grew so much in the past how many months, and it was all in like mindset and planning and goal setting.
Yeah, yeah. And I think you really said it perfectly in a way that like you knew that you wanted it to happen. It's just that there was something that was blocking you mentally in your mindset that you couldn't pinpoint like what was really there, like, in the way. And if anything, what we really did was for you to become aware of like what was blocking you, so that okay, now that I'm aware of it, how can I then solve it? Because most of the time we're setting goals like blindly, but like, okay, I manifest this and then what? Like there's no actions, And so I think what you were able to go through in the process was like not only have the practical side of it, because we went through that, like the system, but more importantly, like how you were able to build up your mindset in a way as someone who is capable of managing this skill in your business. Because as you said, like if you were still anxious about managing your money, then you would also be anxious about, am I ready to have this kind of physical store? Am I ready to expand my business this way? But since you became confident and okay, I can actually manage my own personal finances in like 5 to 10 minutes, like you said, and it was something that just got easily carried over with your business. And I think if anything, it also shows that managing our finances, both for personal and business, they don't need to be so complicated if we're so clear on where we want to go, if we're so clear on what we want to prioritize. And we were just talking about earlier, like it's so amazing to hear because I told Jamie, like, imagine like when we started our coaching, you were just like, oh, my ideal day is like for me to go into my commissary, have my own workspace, like have staff to help me with my cookies and all of that. And she just told me now like that's her life today. So like tell us about that. Like how does it feel and how surreal does it feel, like looking back at that first version of you who wanted this and now seeing it like as your reality now?
It's very like, at least like I guess for the viewers or like the listeners right now, I think you can tell from our tone of voice that we're super excited. Because me, I'm super excited. Like I just soft launched or soft opened my store a couple of days ago, and ever since then, parang I've just been happy to go in the store. I've been happy to work 12 hours a day. Like it's not a burden to me because there's nothing burdening me. Like yeah, it's stressful. You're doing a job that it's not really a job, but like you're doing things that will allow you to like get money or like reach goals and stuff like that, but it's not weighing you down because you're not thinking about the stressful things. Yeah, it's just very, for me, it just makes me really happy because looking back at how I was before with my mindset, like because your mind is a very powerful thing. And because I was able to kind of conquer those fears, that anxiety, and like have a proper proper, like I sat myself down and I was able to achieve those things by breaking through those barriers, breaking through that bubble with the help of coach, then I'm in such a better place now. Like really, I feel like nothing can touch me because
Yeah.
like I've achieved the things that I planned for a couple of months ago, and I know that it's only the start of this whole new adventure and this whole new year, really. But coming into it with the proper mindset now, yeah, this is something that I deserve. It's something that I work towards. It's something that I set a goal for and I achieved. It's like that in itself is already, I did that, so I'm already successful in that manner. Like I don't need to stress myself for wanting the next big thing, or like, because this is, I'm in the big thing that I wanted
Yeah.
like a couple of months ago. So voila, it's just really exciting. I'm very happy and I'm just so thankful for you, coach, because you helped me with that mindset shift that allowed me to get here
Yeah.
and to enjoy being here. Because yeah, I could have like still been in that bubble, and maybe I could have gotten an opportunity and I got it, but I still would have been stressed. I still would have been
Mm.
like worried about so many things, or like anxious about money in general. So at least I'm here and I'm happy and I'm free from like worries talaga about the next big step, because I know how to plan for them and I know how to use the system that you gave me and you helped me through to like go through all of the challenges that I'm sure are gonna pop up one way or another. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you described like what where you are right now. Like, isn't that what it truly means to be financially free? Is that you feel in control of like knowing that you don't have to worry about where your money is going, or like you have to constantly chase the next thing and the next big thing. Like you can just be truly, truly at peace and happy with where you are now because you've been prepared to be where you are now. It was just like a, oh yeah, like yeah, I was meant to be here. Like I've been meant to get to this point and I can enjoy and be in this moment and cherish this, knowing that I have proven to myself that when I set my mind into something, I can prepare for it and I can achieve it. It's just nice to see that you were able to really marry like the mindset, the proper mindset, and the proper system because it really goes hand in hand. Because we were just talking about earlier, like manifesting your goals is not enough. Like you can just be like, yes, I will achieve this goal, this much, or like I will finally do this thing. But like if at the back of your head you're like, nah, that's not really possible for you. Or really, can you really manage that money? Or can you really earn that much or whatever it is? Like we need to identify what's been blocking us to manifest these things and how to manage our finances right to get there. So speaking of, talk more about like the struggle that you came to me for initially, like how you said that you came to me like struggling with like balancing that, right? Balancing your personal and business finances. So tell everyone, like, what are the ways that allowed you to overcome that through our coaching together?
Like one of the first few things that we did was like look at the limiting beliefs that kind of surrounded my whole mindset towards money. Like what was stopping me from really growing in those aspects, because those were the things that I believed with myself, my environment and everything. So once we kind of broke that, it was much easier for me to see things clearly, or clearer at least, because wala, like it was just easier for me to plan ahead and plan goals for myself without having to worry about those things. Like for example, me, one of my limiting beliefs was that the opportunities that I have here in the Philippines, or like here in my environment, are the only things that I can work on, or like those are the only things that I can build upon. So wala, whatever's here, that's it. In that aspect, I'm already limiting myself towards that. Like because my mindset was that this is it, that's it. Parang I didn't allow myself to grow na. Like I just wanted to like live in that bubble, like surround myself there, like grow there. But because we shifted my mindset and like broke that talaga, like you can do so much more. Like even with this business, like if this is not serving me anymore, I can go out and find a new one, or like I can find multiple income streams. Like it's not just this that's holding me back, and I shouldn't hold myself back with this. So yun, we broke that limiting belief, and it opened my mind to like more ideas on like how I can earn more money, how I can plan so that I can actually reach my goals, which is to find that commissary. Like what are the things that I have to do to reach my goals? It was really that, like first breaking those barriers, bringing myself out of those limiting beliefs and the things that I tell myself, or the things that I was attracting, I guess. Because like, you know,
Mm.
like you're manifesting bad vibes. You're saying this is it, this is all I can do, like I'll just live with this. So you're never going to actually grow, or you're never actually going to get out of that. So once you take yourself out of that bad situation, or like bad vibe, then you can really grow and expand yourself even more, so that you're more than just that. You're more than just the limiting belief that was really just holding you down. And I think that impacted my business and personal life, especially because it allowed me to think bigger. Like, instead of just tying myself down to the next big thing, or like the next thing that I have to do so that I can be happy and like not anxious, ganyan. It allowed me to like plan for like the next few years, like what I can do following this, and then that. Like, because of like our emergency fund, and then freedom fund, and then essentially like all the other funds that I can have that I'll be working towards so that I can be financially free and I can achieve the things that I want to achieve. It's really like you have to bring yourself out of that bubble. You have to break through those walls that are like you put yourself in. Like, really, nobody told you like
Mm.
you should believe this. Like, that's the only thing that you have to do. Because that's why I told you, like I said, that your mind is a very powerful thing, because you think that you have to just stay there. You think that you just have to deal with all of this. Like, the reason why I was so anxious, or so like I was so stressed about money, was because, well, I was like, oh, maybe this is just like a part of life. Like, I have a business, I have personal life. Like, I thought that maybe this is just something that I have to go through. But then in life, like, I just saw Coach Nick's like posts from a friend, or like I just heard about her from a friend, and I was like, oh nga, no, parang I should get some help with this. Like maybe because she's there, like maybe it's an actual thing, because it's not something that you should be going through. It's not something that you should be so stressed about, because like it's still your life. Like, it's still something that's gonna help you through life. You know, and that's why I took the leap, and that's why I'm here now. I honestly can't stop talking about how well it has like helped me, like how much it has helped me, because it was really that mindset shift that led me to here. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and it's amazing to see and to hear, like, because I think you said it really well in a way that because the mind is so powerful, sometimes we don't even realize that we create our own barriers in our mind and think that, hey, we're comfortable here, like, hey, this is normal, like it's okay to be anxious, it's okay to be stressed, and so therefore we attract more stress and more anxiety in our finances, in our life, and think that, hey, it's normal, it's fine, and we gaslight ourselves thinking that I'm okay with this, I can live with this. And if there's anything that I helped you with, it was just like be aware of the bubble that you've created for yourself, the barriers that you've created for yourself, and realize that you have the power to break down those walls, to break down like the things that have been holding you back. It's the kind of like my analogy that I think about with that is sometimes we put ourselves in like a jail, that thinking like, oh my gosh, I can't get out, okay, I'll just live here, like it's fine, not realizing like you hold the key to get out of the jail cell, and realize like, hey, oh my gosh, like I'm the one putting myself here, like if only I open myself up to other things, or to be aware of what's holding me back, then I wouldn't have been comfortable in a space that I don't deserve. And I just love that you were able to see yourself through in that journey. And one of the things that also became such a huge help in your journey was being able to have that proper money management system that you said you're happy about, that's effective, that I guided you with, that allowed you to just do it like 5 to 10 minutes, 1 to twice a month, which is amazing. That's the goal, right? It's like we do it in a few minutes and we're done, forget about it, knowing that we've done it right. So, how do you think, like, now that you have this proper money management system that you're no longer anxious about, how do you think that impacted your business and personal life, and what goals became reality for you?
So with that, it being like so easy and effective to do, it really like helped me just focus on my business, focus on my personal life. That I don't have to think about like how much savings do I have? Like, what if I dip into it again? Or like, what if I don't have this much next month because I spent so much this month? Like, because it's already so set and it's so easy to use and so easy to follow. It was only when you introduced it to me na parang, oh nga no, like I could be doing it this way. Why haven't I been doing it this way? And it makes my life so much easier because I was exposed to it na. It became so much easier for me to follow it and to like believe in it, because there's so many things that I found online. Like, for example, obviously before I would want to organize my expenses, like how I would like to budget and all of that. Everybody has their own system. That's seen in like templates or like YouTube videos or like TikToks about how you should budget, how you should plan, ganyan. But I never even came across one that was so simple and effective na from how it looks pa lang, it's so simple, like it's so straightforward. Like, why was it so hard for me before to think of it this way? Like, and I know it's because I didn't have the proper mindset for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because like it's all there already. It's all things like you learn in school, like savings, expenses, ganyan. It's all things you already know. But like the formula for it comes with the mindset that the coaching program helped me prepare for. Honestly, the program is very smart. Like it's very thought out, well thought out, because we first destroyed like limiting beliefs, and then like kind of move towards setting goals and plans, like what do you want for yourself really, and then we move towards the things that I have to do to get there, and then the money management system, which was like the ultimate goal really. But if you just gave that to me, you just like, oh, here's a template, that's it. Like if I just paid for a template, I'd just be like, okay, I'll do this like this like this, but I wouldn't be able to stick to it because my mind was not there. It was just in
Yeah.
managing the system and just doing this so that I could reach a goal. But because like we went through all of those steps, and like I keep saying mindset shift because that's really what it was. It was really a
Yeah.
mindset shift.
Yeah.
That should really help me stick to the system and like build my business and my personal life like towards that. Yeah.
Yeah. You said it so well, like my process. I'm like, I love it when my clients like summarize what my process is about. Because I'm like, yes, that means like it's something that you always carry with you whenever you hit a roadblock or when you are wanting to fund a certain goal. You know, like that's the process that you can always go back to because that's been proven and tested for you that it worked. And I think one of the things also is that what I always say is that when it comes to being financially free or being at at the place where you feel financially at peace, it's really like 10% money management and 90% overcoming the limiting beliefs around money. And that's why like what you said makes so much sense because you're like, even if you gave me like the money management system, the template, you throw that at me, I'm like, okay, same thing. Like that's why like I tell my clients like we set up your mindset for success so that when we get into the financial system, the template, you're like, oh yeah, like I can do this. Like this is easy to follow because you've already built the right foundation in your mindset to actually stick to the system. So that's what makes it easy. Like I noticed that we want to like somehow find the magic template of like that will solve all of my problems with saving and spending. But no, like it's just a tool, you know? We're the ones who need to like be in the driver's seat and actually take control of the vehicle. And that's exactly what you did. You're like, okay, now I know I can overcome my limiting beliefs. Now I know the clear goals that I want to prioritize. Okay, then my financial system will be a tool for me to get there. And that's why it has been easy for you to stick to it. And that's why you haven't been touching your savings like you used to anymore. And that's why you're at peace with it. So it's just a nice full circle moment where you are now. And so tell us also, like, going through all those steps and the process that you've been through together, what do you think are the top misconceptions that you wish business owners knew about around money so that they would learn from your experience too?
Okay, so the first one is something that I mentioned earlier. It's that what you see in front of you, or like the resources that you have, even if it's just like environment or family or situation, that's not the only thing that you have going for you. The world is your playground, and you can achieve so many things by trying out new things, seeing things in a different light, or whatever. Just like you're not supposed to just put yourself in that jail cell and think that you can't get out because you're the one that has the capacity to bring yourself out. And nobody can say that for you. Nobody can do that for you. If you don't want to change your mindset, if you don't want to try new things, if you just want to stay in that comfort zone, then you can't blame anybody else. So that goes with like, for example, new ventures or like a failed product. Like for example, if a product fails, like it doesn't get the amount of views or sales or likes that you want, then go to the next one or like find the reason why it didn't work out. Find the reason why it didn't exceed your expectations or it even didn't even reach your expectations. Like you can't just be like, oh, I failed at this. I'm a bad person. I'm a bad entrepreneur. Like I can't do this. Like maybe I should just be a doctor. Like, it's just you can't just give up on what you want to do just because it's hard. Like, it's just something that everybody says, but when you're in it, it's like just keep trying until you find something that works for you. And I tell people this that I really like talking to people that know more than me. Like I told you this, coach, before, that I really like talking to you because you can give me words of wisdom. You can give me lessons that you have because of experience. For me, I think that's a mindset thing also because if you're just like, I know this, I know that, then you're not going to be open to anything else. So that's the first one. That's I said a lot, but that's the first. Like don't constrain yourself into like the world that you have. The second one is that parang the idea that money will always come around or I will always have money. Like it can be seen also in a negative light kasi. Okay, so the positive is like in terms of adventures or memories. Like you know how you can be parang kuripot and like, oh no, I won't go na lang to this trip with my friends because I'm saving for this big thing. Or like no, like it's too much. Parang I'll enjoy but like I'll just be scared for my money, my savings. Like that can be limiting also in a sense na like you don't allow yourself to feel those things or like achieve those things. But in the negative side, rin, it can be like if your mindset is just like money will just be there always. Like it'll come back. Like it's fine. I'll do this and then when I get back, I'll just work super hard. Like I'll stress myself out and I'll earn the money back. With that mindset rin, it comes with not planning. It comes with like doing the impulsive thing and like, oh that's fine. Like money's just there. Like I can just do whatever. Like you don't have a steady income source, or like you're not properly planning your life or setting goals for yourself. You're just like bahala na. It's fine, especially as a businesswoman or businessman, because like kawawa rin the people that work for you, the people that root for you, because it's just like you're just using your money for yourself, not really for your business or the people that you care about. So don't be reckless when you're spending. Still enjoy and still have time for yourself, but don't be parang too kampante na, yeah, I have a business, it's fine, like it'll just come back. Because you're just gonna get trapped in that bubble. I think that's kind of what happened with me, Rin, because obviously like I have a business and I don't spend that much naman, but like it just caught up to me na the times that I do have to spend a lot or like times that I did because I didn't have a system in mind or to guide me. Then it just bigla na lang I was like, oh my god, what's happening? Like, what happened to my money? Like, it'll just come back to bite you if in the long run, like you don't plan. And then the last one is that it can be such a simple sentence or a simple phrase, but budgeting or having a financial system is not boring. It's not supposed to be boring or stressful, or it's not like it's like when you think about math and you're not a math person, you're just like math. It's like me because I'm not a science person. I'm just like, oh, I don't like thinking about science. If in this life you have to one way or another think about money, and if you think about money in a negative light, then you're just gonna attract negative energy towards it. Like you're just gonna be like, oh, I have to think about money again. I have to stress about this again. But it's not really something that you should be stressing about, because if you find ways to help you with that money situation, or you bring yourself out of that bubble that you put yourself in, then you'll be able to solve your problems naman. It's really not supposed to be a stressful or boring thing, especially if you have the right mindset to use it and to do it consistently. And that's what coach really helped me do, because we didn't just go straight to the system. Like we mentioned earlier, we went through the mindset first, the limiting beliefs, the bubble that I was in. We broke that. We set my goals. And then we took the steps to, and like we outlined the steps for me to reach those goals. And that's what the system is for. It's not just supposed to be for punching numbers and seeing how much you've spent. It's supposed to help you through life decisions and savings and planning ahead. It's really not supposed to be stressful. That's what I learned. Yeah.
Yes, like I think that needs to be like posted somewhere, and I need to quote you on that because that's really a big one. Like I think when you were saying like if you're not good in math and science, like I'm that. Like I am that person. Like I was on probation for math. Like I almost didn't enter high school because I had like terrible grades in math. Like that's how much I hated math. Like I think unconsciously I was traumatized with numbers. So as someone who went through that, imagine like as a high school kid thinking like you might get kicked out because of your math score. Like it was a lot for me. And so that's why even for me, like I relate to that whenever I saw numbers, especially with finance, because obviously there's numbers, I would always think, oh my god, this is stressful. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be traumatizing. Oh my gosh, like, so I get that. And so in the same way, because I was thinking that way, I would also overcomplicate things. And I think that's why it's a normal thing. Like whenever we have a negative association with like numbers or math, all of a sudden we associate it with our finances. And that's why I mean, I'm thankful for that experience because I'm like, now I've simplified things and I'm like, it doesn't have to be complicated. It can be fun. It doesn't have to be stressful. As you said, it doesn't have to be boring if you know where you're going. If you know that your financial system is tied to your biggest life goals, to the life decisions that you want to have, then it would just be way, way, way simpler than we think it is. And another thing that you said that I think that's going to hit hard for a lot of business owners, when you said that, it's like, oh, I just earn it back and then it's okay to spend on this because I'll just earn it back. And I think that's a really big one, that sometimes unconsciously, like business owners don't even realize because they become so good at making money that they forget like, oh, am I just having like a bottomless pit of like earning and earning, but not it's not really going anywhere, or it's not really going towards the things that I want. And I think that was the thing that was like a wake up call for you. Like, wait, like I know I'm earning money, but like I want to make sure it goes towards the things that I really value and what matters to me. And I think it's so important that you brought that up because what happens if we're in that cycle, it's kind of like we're earning for nothing. Like we're earning for we're stressing ourselves out, burning ourselves out, only to realize like, saan na ba napunta? Like, have I really used my money towards the dreams that I've always wanted for myself? And now that I think about it, it's not even just for business owners, but I think anyone who's working, like I think I started like that in corporate also. Parang, okay lang, I'll just work. Okay lang, may paycheck naman next month. It'll cover like the huge thing that I just spent on. Versus, what if we start with a plan and then we adjust our financial system towards making those plans happen? And that's when we really become more intentional about our goal setting, about finances. And I think as a business owner, it's a very, very important skill that you were able to learn, that you were able to develop now, so that you could really focus more on the business decisions, the business goals, not thinking at the back of your head, like, how will I manage the money around this? Or how will I make this huge money decision? And especially as a business owner, we make so many money decisions because it's just part of having a business. And now that you've seen all of your plans, all of your decisions leading up to your physical store, it's just so exciting for you to always look back on a wow, like the mindset shifts, the money management system that led up to this is really just proof that you can achieve it when you have all those in place. Lastly, is like I also want you to share to the people watching is like based on your experience, what would you tell someone who's considering to invest in my coaching program?
First of all, it changed my life. But let me explain, okay? Because for me, Coach Nick isn't just a finance coach. I heard this also from my friend who took her program before me. So Nick is really not just a finance coach. Like it was kind of like she was my life coach already because she shifted my mindset so well and so like it just impacted my life so badly that she guided me through those stages in life that I had to go through talaga. And I mean that in like the most simple and least invasive way possible. Because I was so anxious before about my money and spending. It was like a domino effect. Like it affected my business. It affected my mindset towards being a better businesswoman or like growing my business. And once all of that was taken away with her help, like she never told me like you should do this. This is how you should think. Like that's like that, like that. She literally just asked me questions that allowed me to reflect on myself and my situation. And it brought me to change that mindset for myself. Like she didn't say this is how you should think. That's it. Like she just asked me. I would look forward to our calls all the time because it was like a weekly dump call, like alignment call that was like this is what I did this week and fine, this is what I need help with, but I'm not stressed about it because I know that after this I'm gonna feel much better. Like if I'm dealing with this right now, then coach is going to help me not just with the finances, but like in fixing my mindset towards it and seeing how it's going to be better for me in the long run. And eventually, as the days went by, like the weeks went by, it became easier for me to do that for myself too. It wasn't that I was relying on coach. It didn't become that anymore. It was like she was helping me change my mindset for myself. And so if you're looking for someone that knows more than you in terms of experience with money or spending or just mindset in general, and you need help with that, then I swear Coach Nick is someone that you should tap. She's someone that you should trust and look forward to coaching with. I mean, getting coaching from because I don't spiral anymore. I don't overspend anymore. And that's not just because of the system that she gave me, but because she also helped me shift my mindset and that helped me fix my life and achieve my goals and get me to where I am now, which is very happy and very like I just look forward to the next steps and what I do every day. Like I'm not stressed at all about my business or my next investments or like what I have to plan for because all bases were touched and planned and like solved. Like nothing was up in the air anymore. It's really just like I'm chill. That's all I can say. Like my feeling right now, like where I am in life, I'm really chilling because I was in that bubble before. I was so anxious. I was so worried about the next thing or whatever. But right now I'm just like content and I'm so happy because she didn't just tell me that okay, this is what you're gonna do to achieve your goals. She helped me through it and allowed me to realize those things for myself through the coaching program. So yes, do it.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I ever want for my clients is like when they tell me like you made me realize things for myself, because that means I've done my job. Because as you said, like I think for anyone, we don't want to be told exactly what to do because it doesn't make us feel empowered. It doesn't make us feel like confident with our decision. Versus as you said, like I was just really here like as your flashlight, like so where do we want to go, Jamie? Like here are some options. Tell me what excites you, what feels good to you, and I think that's why it's so important to me when you said that now it slowly became easier for you to like apply it day by day, week on week, even if we didn't have our calls anymore. And that means that you have more than anything built that trust in yourself, that you know how to manage your finances, you know how to get to your goals. And I like I said, you're like, I'm just chill. Like, you know what? I think that for any adult, that is the goal. Like I just want to be chill. I'm at that point, like I swear, like when people say like I'm gonna work so hard, I'm gonna not sleep, I'm like, no, that is not my goal. My goal is to like wake up, chill, doing what I want, and not being stressed, and focus on the things that really do matter. Enjoy the things that really make us happy, and prioritize the things that really add value to our lives, because at the end of the day, isn't that what truly matters in our life, right? So I appreciate you so much for sharing all those amazing kind words. And so with that, please share to everyone, invite them to your physical store. I'm going there soon, so tell them what's up in your physical store.
Okay, so guys, please check out my store. It's called The Kind Cookie. So that's the name of my business. You'll just see like this pink sign that says The Kind Cookie. It's located in a Aguirre building, Salcedo Village. It's along HB de la Costa, either corner Soliman or Tordesillas. So it's this small store, but I swear, like it makes my heart so proud and so happy. And I'm sure that when you enter, like you're just gonna be happy because you smell cookies. And soon we're gonna have coffee, and like there's so many fun things that I have in store. That's funny, in store, like upcoming. And also in store. And because we're called the Kind Cookie because we do donate to beneficiaries every month. From January, we're partnering with 3 beneficiaries for 3 months. So in store, you can choose actually who or which beneficiary you're going to donate to. So like for every box of 6, it's 15 pesos. For every box of 8 and 12, it's 20 pesos. So there you're gonna get like little cute tokens, and you can drop it into the box, and it's just like you know exactly where your sale is going to, like your cookies and your happiness is going to, because that was really my intention. Like it's not just you or me that's happy, but like the community. And yeah, I guess that's really why I'm also so happy and so fulfilled, because it became a platform for me also to reach out to you guys and to also do more for the people around me.
Guys, isn't Jamie so amazing? Like she gets to do what she loves, thrives at it, and helps the community. I mean, if that's not a reason in itself to visit the store, I don't know what is. So I'm gonna see you there soon. Also, I'm gonna hug you and feel so proud of like everything that you've achieved, everything that you did at that point, and everything that you have yet to do in the future, and whatever is in store, as you said, with your business and everything that's ahead of you and this new year. So I will see you soon. Thank you so much for being here, Jamie, and have a great day and year ahead.
Thank you so much, Coach Nick. I say that in the best way possible. Like, really, thank you. So really, yeah, good luck with everything else also. And I miss our weekly calls, but I know that it helped me get to where I am now. So yeah. Have a nice day and have a nice year and rest of your life.
Yeah.
Thank you.